Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Aviators and the Shamrocks on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we'll close out the weekend with what should be a good one between the visiting team and our home team. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows.
Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Wilson. And that is a touchdown. The Aviators take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Gano's point after is good. And the Aviators will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Washington now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Oh, hang on there, hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're gonna check on him now. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Allen setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one doesn't go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Richardson. Throw complete to sit. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He's on the move. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Allen on the play action. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. They finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Short throw is dropped. This one's in the game. They've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down. Get in the shotgun. And able to put it down as well. 7 yards on the carry. 3rd and 3. And the shotgun in. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. To read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Buck's kick is good. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be on it. That one holding the for a couple minutes until he sees it's up and good.
This returns to the 5. Cracks the return 5. The offense gets up. Last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Looks like about 6. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Again, this is Gainwell. And he's after a gain of about 2. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They stick with Gainwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know if it's 3rd down runs. I really don't. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. He breaks the tackle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Gain is enough for a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action with Richardson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first. Just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Gun snap out of Richardson. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. It's a 21-yard gain. And they'll have first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Decent yardage picked up here. He slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice play and denied that. Another shot on him.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Aviators drive their lead to 11. Gano ready to send this away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside. Drive starts out with the 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That throw finds Conklin. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Minka Fitzpatrick stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working, it's Allen. Conklin brings it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn that downs. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll give him a first down. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll try this deficit starting with 10. And he'll cross the field, start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and 3 now. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They go right back to gain about a handful there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to the air. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And that play is brought to a halt. So they're going to stay at the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into the hands of Conklin. Touchdown! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on the stat sheet making the catch, the quarterback stat sheet making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Shamrocks cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Aviators and T. Higgins back in possession here. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge
We talk about flipping teams, right? A kick like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. He tackles with Gainwell. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will gain different points each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change soon.
Look, and he finds, and he works this to the 15 where they make this time. Down, 1 yard to go. Back to throws, Richardson. That's and all the way to the 3. It's a real solid yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown! The Aviators now lead by 10. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Aviators drive their lead to 11. Gano ready to send this away. To return, here's Paris. Tackle late as the return. Out there. They are really going to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, stabilize things. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he made it from there, but still his own side at the 49. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down. One play in. Already, they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he field enemy territory. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. To Dublin left. And he's able to get this down to 36. Make 10 and a first.
Ooh, I like that. I like that action to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And he's going to be touchdown about 3 yards shy of the marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's 2nd and 2. He's got it at the 6. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense is now it's 1st and goal. Allen looking to throw. They're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal. Now Allen. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Shamrocks, a one-score game in the first half. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. No choice other than to escape, improvise. Be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Aviators and Kenneth Gainwell ready for their. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Isn't holding, able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you need some magic. Time magic to convert on this 3rd and long.
Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. It's the Aviators, who have 2nd and 4. From the 42. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Now Richardson to throw. Pass caught by Gainwell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Shamrocks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a 1st down. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you back across the pond to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman waiting patiently to bring you the EA Sports halftime reports. Coach?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. We saw a strong first half out of running back Kenneth Gainwell. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our 2nd half gets underway. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the 2nd half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Running it again with Dobbins. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Allen to throw. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And it's caught, touchdown! The Shamrocks take the lead right away in half number 2. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Shamrocks push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First down throw here from Richardson. He's on the move. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives them the first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. A give here to Gainwell. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's calling his own number again. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. 2nd down now, 7 to go. First throw for the backup now. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Steps up, and he's running with it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Gainwell will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. It's 2nd and goal. Tannehill splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now Gainwell. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing fourth down play.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie things up in the third.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Gamble now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Shamrocks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Dobbins trying the right side. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Into the hands of Campbell. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. Dobbins gets it off the option. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Allen on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This from just 23 yards away. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense making its way back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up first down. Play action with Richardson. Taking a deep shot here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction. How well the defense had that one covered.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. After the play, trainers headed out there pretty quickly. A player in need of some assistance. Oh, that's Kenneth Gainwell, the running back. The tight end going in motion right. Richardson on third. Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
The Aviators get their special teams out onto the field. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. They have it with the lead, just need to close this quarter out for a playoff win. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11. And they'll have first down. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Caught by his back. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Returns looking good so far. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Aviators and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. To throw, Richardson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Richardson now. Pass caught by Gainwell.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Well, I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Allen to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
The Shamrocks have their punt team out there now. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. They get 22 on that one. And that'll give them a 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Here's Richardson. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the...
They did it! He made the interception! Minka Fitzpatrick has got it! And the Aviators have some new life in the 4th! Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Aviators find a way to tie it late. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Cano ready to send this away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out runs their offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give them a 1st down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Pass complete to Campbell. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. 1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Shamrocks have taken the lead late. Josh Allen, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response. Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now this offense getting set to work here. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Setting up to pass. That one's caught along the left sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here he is to throw. Taken down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Searching. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Shamrocks as we say so long from Dublin.